5 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Rebuck. Show it up.
Look, squeeze.
Check nine.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, lock it.
Shit, hey,
Fire.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come.
check Mike 50.
Hey.
50, check Mike 50. What we got?
Get up.
Now back to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On the ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Out there.
Jump. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Five down. Stand up in. Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Shoot.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Smith trying to run for it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Yellow, yellow.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Wow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 25, watch 24. Check, check. Fresno. Look at me. Go. Flare. Rock it. Switch. Undercrunch. Hey. Go get him. Mike's 50, Mike's
Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The 20. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes, throw left side complete. It's Vaughn, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, Sam off. Spike.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the stop, Breeland Speaks. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This complete to Jones. 27 yards there, a first down.
Complete to Julio Jones. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Check safety. He's coming. We got double up.
Go.
Slant.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check. Mike 50. 3 bucks.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Check.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down. Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mahomes now to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch. Jack. Whip. Bam. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, Deion Jones, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one goes for 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes finds his man, Watson, over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go, little lady! Hey, pick your game up!
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He completes it to Jones. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Hollister. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Yellow, Arsolani!
58 right there. Let's go, D.
Attack!
We got to step.
Let's go!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. 180. Get the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Go.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
60 out long. Watch safety creep. Look at me. Go. Ready.
They begin with a run by Smith. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Box drop.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike's 50.
2.
He'll look to throw. Jones has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Kill. Turn up. Drop. Rock it. SOS. Check one.
A first down carry for Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This complete to Jones. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Jim. Hey, Sam on. Check 3. Check 99. Deuce. Check.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Hey, order. 50's the mark. You must be hit.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Complete to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there. But to no avail, second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Gets it off to Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Bridgewater to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Go. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
2nd and 14. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded.